Hey guys, it's Gwen, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Sex and the City. So this is the third part to my Sex and the City deep dive series. So if you haven't watched parts 1 and 2, you should definitely do that. Those cover seasons 1 and 2, and seasons 3 and 4 respectively. And this episode will cover seasons 5 and 6. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so Season 5 of Sex and the City starts with the premiere episode, Anchors Away. Carrie realizes her relationship with New York is as dysfunctional as her relationship with men. Charlotte decides she needs to distance herself from her former life as Mrs. McDougal. Miranda tries to adjust her new life to her new life with Brady. Samantha gets phone calls from Richard begging her to take him back. Episode 2, Unoriginal Sin. Carrie gets an offer from a publisher who wants to make a book out of her column. Charlotte takes a self-help seminar and takes affirmations to try to find love again. Miranda agrees to have Brady baptized and chooses Carrie as the godmother. Samantha takes Richard back, despite the girls advising against it. Episode 3, Luck Be an Old Lady. Carrie desperately tries to get everyone together for Charlotte's 34th birthday. Charlotte doesn't want to turn 36 because she feels she's getting old. Miranda goes to Atlantic City with the girls, feeling self-conscious about her weight. Samantha is paranoid that Richard is cheating with the entire female hotel staff. Episode 4, CoverGirl. Carrie works with publicist Samantha to try to get the perfect book look for her book cover. Charlotte starts reading self-help books. Miranda goes to Weight Watchers to lose her baby weight. Samantha gets upset when she feels the girls are judging her outrageous sex life. Episode 5, +1 is the loneliest number. Carrie invites Jack Berger to her book opening party, which turns out to be a huge event. Charlotte butts heads with Bunny McDougal regarding her divorce demands. Miranda's single life and her life with Brady conflict. Samantha gets an impulse buy chemical peel that goes awry. Episode 6, Critical Condition. Carrie deals with her past with Aiden when she runs into Nina Katz, who had dated Aiden after she and Carrie split up. Charlotte switches divorce lawyers to go up against Bunny in a fight to keep her apartment. Miranda has no one to turn to when she needs help taking care of Brady. Samantha tries to return a spent vibrator, then spends some of her free time on Miranda. Episode 7, The Big Journey. Carrie goes to San Francisco to promote her book and visit big. Charlotte settles her divorce and sleeps with her unappealing to her divorce lawyer, Harry Goldenblatt. Samantha accompanies Carrie to California looking for a good time. Episode 8, I Love a Charade. The girls attend the Hamptons wedding of an over-the-hill socialite and a lounge singer, played by Nathan Lane, whom they all thought was gay. Carrie encounters Jack Berger again. Charlotte goes public with her relationship with Harry. Miranda gets more comfortable with the baby and with her role as a mother. Samantha throws a huge party at Richard Wright's Hamptons house. Sex and the City, Season 6, Episode 1, To Market, To Market. While nervously anticipating her first date with Berger, Carrie runs into Aiden for the first time since their breakup, and is surprised by how far he's moved on. Miranda realizes she's in love with Steve, only to hear he has a new girlfriend. Charlotte struggles with Harry's assertion that he can only marry a Jew. Samantha sleeps with the stockbroker who gives insider tips while inside her. Episode 2, Great Sexpectations. Carrie and Berger date sizzle in the restaurants, but fizzle in the bedroom. Miranda becomes addicted to a British television show featuring an interracial romance. A tenacious Charlotte pursues converting to Judaism for Harry. Samantha and the girls go to a cold food restaurant where Samantha meets hot waiter Jared Smith. Episode 3, The Perfect Present. After Berger flips out and flips off his ex-girlfriend's answer phone message, Carrie tries not to think about her influence on his life. Miranda finds condoms in baby Brady's diapers bag and gets upset with Steve. Newly converted Charlotte mourns the loss of Christmas. An on-the-job quickie with Samantha gets Smith fired from a catering gig. Episode 4, Pick a Little, Talk a Little. Carrie feels bad for criticizing a minor point in Berger's book. When Berger teaches Miranda how to tell that a man is not that into her, she feels the need to spread the word to other women. Charlotte cooks her first Shabbat dinner for Harry. Samantha and Jerry act out all their sexual fantasies. Episode 5, Lights, Camera, Relationship. Carrie gets a big royalty check for her book sales, which upsets Berger, whose book deal has been dropped. A lovesick Miranda helps Steve bake cupcakes for his new girlfriend. Charlotte is reluctant to date after Harry leaves her. Samantha takes charge of the PR for Jerry's struggling play, where he gives a striking and nude performance. Episode 6, Hop, Skip, and a Week. Burger tells Carrie that he needs a break from their relationship. Workaholic Miranda has to cut her hours at work in order to spend more time with Brady. Women from the synagogue compete to set Charlotte up with their single sons, but she runs into Harry at a singles night, and they realize they are meant to be together. PR manager Samantha changes Jerry's name to Smith and gets him good exposure on a revealing billboard in Times Square. Episode 7, The Post-it Always Sticks Twice. Burger returns, but breaks up with Carrie with a Post-it note. Miranda finally loses all her baby weight and rediscovers her skinny jeans. Charlotte decides that she wants a small wedding. Samantha is reluctant to be labeled as Smith's girlfriend. Episode 8, The Catch. Carrie finds that a casual fling with Harry's best man is a pain in the neck. Miranda is scared of meeting Steve's new girlfriend. After Harry accidentally sees Charlotte in her wedding dress before the big day, she is convinced their wedding is cursed. Self-sufficient Samantha struggles without a man around. Episode 9, A Woman's Right to Shoes. Carrie's shoes are stolen at a party. The hostess, played by Tana O'Neill, not only refuses to apologize, but shames her for her extravagant footwear and lifestyle choices. Miranda contracts chickenpox, and she flirts with the handsome Dr. Blair Underwood, who just moved into her building. Charlotte must adjust to living with Harry and his teabags in her pristine apartment. Children misbehaving in nice restaurants annoy Samantha. Episode 10, Boy Interrupted. Carrie's high school sweetheart visits her in New York, on his way to a mental asylum in Connecticut. Miranda develops a crush on her attractive neighbor Robert, the team doctor for the Knicks. In order to get into an exclusive pool at the Soho House, Samantha pretends to be a member and British. Jerry Halliwell and David Duchovny guest star. Episode 11, The Domino Effect. Carrie shows strange signs of distress when Big needs heart surgery. Miranda gets close to her new boyfriend Robert, but is reluctant to introduce him to Steve. Reproductively challenged Charlotte tries acupuncture in order to get pregnant. Samantha refuses to hold hands with Smith. Episode 12, 1. Carrie meets 50-something Russian artist Alexander Petrovsky, played by Mikhail Barakishnov, at a gallery. Miranda's boyfriend Robert says, "I love you," but she struggles to say it back. Charlotte is delighted to discover she is pregnant, then devastated when she miscarries. After finding one gray hair down under, Samantha dyes her pubic hair with shocking results. Part 2 of Sex and the City, Season 6. Episode 13, Let There Be Light. Carrie begins to feel attached to Alexander, but cannot ignore his womanizing past. Together again, Steve moves into Miranda's apartment and finds it hard to avoid her angry ex-boyfriend, Robert. Charlotte tries to forget her miscarriage by volunteering. Samantha accompanies Smith to an industry party hosted by Richard Wright. Episode 14, The Ick Factor. Carrie finds Alexander's classy, old-world romantic gestures and attention a little overwhelming, and it turns her stomach. Miranda prepares for her non-traditional wedding to Steve. Charlotte and Harry's romantic French dinner leads to a night of the runs. Samantha considers a breast augmentation and receives some unexpected news. Episode 15, Catch 38. Carrie discovers that Alexander has decided not to have any more children. Miranda and Steve go on their 4-day honeymoon to a remote inn in upstate New York. Baby Brady sees Charlotte and Harry having sex. Samantha uses Smith's fame to get her an appointment with a well-known female oncologist. Episode 16, Out of the Frying Pan. Carrie gets upset at Alexander for being inconsiderate of her feelings about Samantha's cancer. When her new family outgrows her apartment, Miranda considers buying a house in Brooklyn. Charlotte receives a dog and names her Elizabeth Taylor. Samantha's hair falls out as a result of chemotherapy. Episode 17, The Cold War. Alexander refuses to talk about his work or introduce Carrie to his friends. Miranda adjusts to life in Brooklyn. Charlotte decides to enter Elizabeth Taylor in a dog show. Samantha makes a sex tape with Smith after a tabloid reports that she is his fag hack. Episode 18, Splat. Petrovsky hosts a dinner party for Carrie's inner circle and makes a shocking announcement. Later, the death of an old party friend, played by Kirsten Johnston, helps Carrie reach a big decision. Episode 19, An American Girl in Paris, Part 1. Before joining the Russian in Paris, Carrie has one last dinner in New York with Samantha, Charlotte, and Miranda. However, life in the City of Light does not live up to her expectations. After being told off by Carrie before the dinner, Big goes to the girls for advice. They convince him to go to Paris and find their girl, Carrie. Episode 20, An American Girl in Paris, Part 2. Carrie is desperately lonely in Paris as Petrovsky is spending so much time on his new exhibit. The chemo treatments are diminishing Samantha's sex drive. Miranda must take care of Steve's mother after she has a stroke. Charlotte and Harry try to adopt a baby. Big finds Carrie in Paris and says the words she's been waiting 6 years to hear. Big brings Carrie home to New York and the four women are reunited. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below what was your favorite part of this video. And also what your favorite season or episode of Sex and the City is. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!